Have you ever wondered why people behave very differently individually and why their behavior changes when in a group? A person individually is very different by nature, and his behavior in a crowd or in a group sometimes becomes very different, and people commit acts which they would never think of individually when they are in groups. This concept is pretty well explained by Le Bon's concept of the group mind or crowd psychology, first articulated in Gustave Le Bon's seminal work The Crowd, a study of the popular mind, published in 1895. Gustave Le Bon, a French social psychologist, sought to understand how individuals' behavior and thinking change when they become part of a group or a crowd. His theories have had a significant influence on the study of social psychology, sociology, and political science. Le Bon argued that when individuals join a crowd, they lose their sense of individual identity. The crowd exerts a powerful influence that causes people to think and act differently than they would on their own. This leads to a collective mind where individual opinions, emotions, and behaviors are submerged into the group. One of Le Bon's central ideas is the concept of contagion, where emotions, ideas, and behaviors spread rapidly through the crowd. This process is similar to a disease spreading, where individuals unconsciously imitate the actions and emotions of others. This can lead to heightened emotional states such as panic, excitement, or anger. According to Le Bon, people in a crowd become highly suggestible, meaning that they are more likely to accept and act on suggestions without any critical thought. The anonymity of the crowd diminishes personal responsibility and self awareness, making individuals more susceptible to influence from leaders or dominant figures within the group. Le Bon noted that anonymity within a crowd reduces personal accountability. Individuals feel less responsible for their actions because they are part of a larger group, leading to behaviors that they might not exhibit if acting alone. This can result in actions that are more extreme, impulsive, or violent. In the crowd mind, emotions take precedence over rational thought. Le Bon believed that crowds operate primarily on an emotional level, driven by unconscious impulses and feelings. This emotional dominance can lead to irrational and unpredictable behaviors. Crowds often form around a shared goal, idea, or emotion, which unifies the group and amplifies its power. This common purpose can create a sense of solidarity and strength, but it can also lead to fanaticism and the suppression of dissenting opinions. Le Bon's theories help to explain how social movements and revolutions gain momentum. The collective energy and shared purpose of crowds can drive significant social and political change, for better or for worse. Understanding crowd psychology is crucial for those who seek to influence public opinion through mass media and propaganda. By tapping into the emotional and suggestible nature of crowds, media and political leaders can sway large groups of people. Marketeers use principles of crowd psychology to influence consumer behavior. Creating a sense of belonging and excitement around a product can drive sales and brand loyalty. Law enforcement and public safety officials use knowledge of crowd behavior to manage large gatherings and prevent riots. Understanding how crowds can become volatile helps in developing strategies to maintain the order. However, this theory of Le Bon has been subjected to substantial criticism as well. One of the first criticisms is that the theory is extremely deterministic and pessimistic. Second criticism is that it overgeneralizes, and another criticism is that it lacks empirical evidence. Le Bon's views have been criticized for being overtly deterministic and pessimistic about human nature. His emphasis on the irrationality and suggestibility of crowds can be seen as a negative portrayal of collective human behavior. Critics also argue that Le Bon's theories overgeneralize crowd behavior and do not account for the diversity of crowd dynamics. Different types of crowds, for example, peaceful protests, celebrity gatherings, can exhibit varying behaviors that are not fully explained by this model. Some scholars also point out that Le Bon's theories were based more on anecdotal evidence or observations than empirical research. Modern social psychology relies on more rigorous scientific methods to study group behavior. To conclude, Le Bon's concept of the group mind has had a lasting impact on the understanding of collective behavior. While his theories have faced criticism and have been refined over time, the fundamental idea that individuals' behavior changes when they are part of a crowd remains a key consideration in the study of social psychology, sociology, and related fields. Understanding the dynamics of group mind can provide valuable insights into social movements, political campaigns, marketing strategies, and public safety. Thank you so much for listening.